When I first met Dinah, I was a burnout. She was graduated from high school and dropped out of college twice. Woo! Yeah. I had previously worked as a janitor and was laid off. Saw this gig on the West Seattle blog and gave it a shot. I didn't really care for any responsibility. I figured this would always hold me over till my next gig. There was always a next gig. That was 7 years ago next week.
Wow. Wow.
Dinah has this intuition to see the best of people. She saw the best of me from the very first moment we met. She believed in me, in all of us, even when we didn't believe in ourselves. Dinah's the type of person who stands up and fights for employees, a leader that stands on the front line, a fearless, hot-headed little firecracker that doesn't have a problem with letting you know what's on her mind. She's our little dynamite. I haven't always been here. I left, gone on to finish school with her pushing me. She's the reason why I have a college degree on my wall.
Yeah.
She pushed me to follow my career choice, and when it all fell through, she welcomed me back with open arms. I grew up in foster care and was never tight with my biological mother. I've had a problem with being close to anyone. Dynamite here would always joke around, says, quote, she feels like our mother. I'd always laugh it off and felt uncomfortable. But now that I realize the reason I felt uncomfortable was because I never had a mother who actually cared like Dinah. I wasn't used to that kind of kindness. Now she's leaving, and I feel there's a piece of me missing. Dinah was more of a mom to me than my real mom. So Dinah, I want to take this time out to say that I love you. Thank you for being more than a manager. Thank you for being the head of the Admiral Theater household. We here hope that there's nothing but smooth sailing on your retirement. You were and will always be the captain of our ship. As this chapter of your life ends, we hope the next chapter will be as exciting and as one heck of a page turner. Thank you, Dynamite. Happy retirement.
Congratulations, Captain Kirk. The headache is yours. The headache is yours. I know.
I want the Dynamite. I really do.
I want to get a copy of that.
Oh.
Wow. And to think I was going to fire you today.
And I can't be fired, yes.
Oh my God, I feel parched after that.
What kind of drink do you need?
That is so sweet of you.
I can get you a new drink. You want your
My
Ginger ale.
What do I have to say? Oh my God.
I wish this was a beer, but hey, you know.
Yeah.
I should have brought some.
Yeah.
My bad.
You know, it's so weird. It's like when you work somewhere, it's not ever just your job, unless you work for a bank
Just banks.
or the government. But you know, you develop, I guess, relationships, and you develop friendships, and you develop history and stories, and that's really what life is all about. It's just a bunch of stories and history. I look around this room, and every person, I get this like little flash of our little story, you know, of what we've done together in a year. My brother is, he's an unusual person. He can be, you know, quite the naysayer in letting you do stuff, but I am very lucky that he kind of threw me in here and said, just do something, you know? And anytime I would call up and I would go, you know, the rats are as big as Buicks. You know, he would go in there.
They're called raccoons.
Right, you know, put Mickey Mouse ears on them and tell them they work for the studio, you know? So you've had to be resilient here into keeping this building going, and all of my employees here, and even the people like Clay and Meg who have come here, and everybody else who have seen it when it was, and Larry when it was the Titanic, right? have seen that, and it's been amazing what it's come to. But it's always kind of stayed the same, and that's a place for community and a place where people can come and fall in love or have their first kiss or get married on stage. Wasn't that was like the best, right? And the other thing that I remember during the time when my brother was saying, make people come in for 45 minutes and send them home. And I would say, you can't do that to human beings, you know? You have to give them some sense of why they're here. And I look around at all you guys, and you've been here for like 5 and 6 years, you know, because hopefully it was a home, you know? We cared about each other, and, you know, incredibly. And even people that came and went, we had to fire. Where's my boy Tad? We still love him, and we still welcome him back, you know, because that's the way we are here. It's really, really important. And again, I said it in the article and on my personal remembrance, but without, where's my husband?
Larry went downstairs.
Where is he?
He's working on
He's
something.
listening.
He's painting the walls.
He's probably getting popcorn. Of course. Oh my God. You guys better let him do that even after all this. But he has done amazing things for this theater. I mean, literally, when the plumbing would go in the middle of the night, he'd come down. When the doors weren't even going to the ground outside anymore, he'd be out there with his little hammer and patch, and he would do that. The toilets, more times than not, painting. I couldn't do it without my husband. This theater is just, you know. And then, you know, Clay and Patrick and all the help that they've done. And Pater, we had the best time. It was like our first foray, and to do something different, you know, that Francis Farmer thing was just imprinted on my mind. It was so incredibly wonderful, you know. And then this guy over here, I mean, really, I couldn't get rid of him, you know. He kept coming, I'm going to this job. Yeah, he'll be back. And he'd come back, oh, I don't like that job. Come back. I'm going to marry a nation. I was great, I'm going to be a cook. I don't really like that. Can I come back? And it was always such a pleasure to have him back. It really was. It was like bringing my kid back constantly and watching him grow up. And now he's getting married in June. And then watching people fall in love here, like Chris and Marina. I mean, it's great. It's a place that's just not just a
You already
job.
got divorced.
And there probably was a few divorces. I don't know. The one thing I can say that I'm most grateful for is I've never seen a ghost here. And I was scared that it was going to happen. I mean, I would walk in the mornings or at night, and I'd walk in down that long theater, right? And I go, if you're here, fine. No visuals, no visuals. I don't want to see any visuals. And I would run and then, you know, come back and do whatever I had to do. But it's going to take a bit of time not to come in every day and see everyone's faces, you know, but I see you all on Facebook, and I'm coming in, and right now I'm telling you, it's still free. Don't ever try to charge me. It's not gonna happen.
But the end is for life.
At least for life, or at least until my brother, you know, God forbid, gets kidnapped by Putin or something, you know. It could happen. But, you know, and then, you know, new friends, wonderful distributors, how she comes in, and then people like Mary Kay, who I love to discuss movies with. That was the one good thing, you know. I would try to do that at AMC. I would talk to somebody, hey, did you see that movie yet? It was really good. And they go, move along, you know. Here, it's such a fun thing to be able to talk about movies with people and tell them what's coming in, and, you know, get their opinions. You know, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? So I urge you to still express your desires and wishes to Tony, Marina, and Chris. They will try to make them come true. Short of the strip shows, you know, maybe.
Dang it, she knew.
Yeah. And anyway, I appreciate everything, you guys. I really do. It's just meant a lot to me, and none of you would give me your knees, and I'm really resentful for that I have to go get my own new ones, but hopefully, you know, you'll recognize me when I come in with new platinum. Please. I won't
New
cling
wheels.
like
Oh my
Scrooge.
gosh, she's walking so elegant.
Yeah, that's right. So, thank you all. and you miss, I gave a tribute to you, babe. You know, how you saved us more times than not.
You mentioned my name and I ran because I wasn't sure.
I don't know, I mean, my brother and Saul too, they, without you, this whole thing wouldn't be here. Without you, and I say without you and Clay, because Clay has been my patron angel, and he knows, I say it every chance I get. He's got great vision and great love for the community. I think he kind of taught me about that when I first came in, because he was such a community guy, and it was so very important to him, you know, to involve the community. And you know, from the Pete Seeger thing on to, it's just amazing, and those wonderful shows that he just did in the fall. You know, I hope maybe we can rent ourselves out to other companies, you know. The Clay and Dinah show. And thank you, Meg, for giving him to us so many times. I really appreciate it.
I had a choice?
Yeah, well, no, kind of, you know. So, it's been great, you guys. I appreciate it. Are you awake? During our grand reopening, which many of you were here, and Dow Constantine and all the city guys that I very rarely ever see were all, you know, talking about the excitement of the theater and what it meant to them. And I saw my staff, you know, behind the counter busting their butts. And I wish I would have had a platform to get up and just say, you know what, wait, look at, these are the people that have kept this theater open. And we just came through the most outrageous holiday season when there was like 700-800 people in here and 4 staff. They are unbelievable in what they can accomplish. And I just wish that they would get, you know, more credit for everything that they do. But I believe me, I hold you guys in my heart for that.